president until I did my research.
The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Take to your mama house. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum.
Okay. All right. What's going on? Check, check. Check, check. I wasn't even worried for a second. Happy to finally catch you live. Heck yeah. Happy Mommy's Day. One second. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? Listen, I'm not crying. Allergies got me effed up again, alright? Put this over here. Hey, where's my workflows? Hey. This is gonna be now 850 temp do surface cape. Where the heck are my bundles? One second, guys. Alright, we're gonna go over everything. It's too early for me to be muting spammers. Are they starting early tonight? One second, guys. I'm just fixing a few things here. And then we'll get started. I'm looking at something else. That's off your screen. Oh, man. Did I only... Okay, there's one. Sorry, I'm looking at something that's off your screen. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, did I not save the other one? Where's my name? Oh, crap. Let's redo this. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, why did I save it under that? There we go. All right, cool. We're going to look at some interesting stuff today. What's going on, everyone? Tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap. What is cracking? They had an update to TikTok Studios, so it looks a little weird to me. I think GIFs now, though, I changed it so they show up on... in my chat, so I can see it when they pop up better. Hold up. Let me confirm that. Let me confirm that. Sorry, I have the game on right there. Oh, content size. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, big words are nice. We'll go back a little bit. Okay, we'll do that. More chat settings. Give me a second, guys. Just fixing some stuff. Yeah, live chat. Okay. All right. We're going to get started here. Oh my God, Dr. Sarah. We are going to get started here. We can take a look over at Pivotal Weather real quick. Let's get over to our Day 1-8 risk zones. Okay, give me half a second. Half a second. Two and a half minutes. 2.5 minutes. We're up by 2. All right. SBC did slightly increase the size of the risk zone. Let's take a look at CSU. I'll start answering people's questions. Let's take a look at our update at CSU. Let's see. Oh, God. It's doing this crap again. CSU. What the heck, man? Fix your website. It's so annoying. Do you guys see my rant? Because TikTok keeps taking down disqualifying my videos, and I keep having to freaking appeal them. It's okay. I'll be on YouTube soon, and I'll get to delete this app. TikTok is. I'm over it. I'm over it. They're so bad to creators. They're so bad to creators compared to YouTube. Jess 2-up Yali with the spicy. Chicago Thursday. Yeah, we're going to talk about all this stuff. I think you guys saw probably today, but, you know, CSU went enhanced for Thursday through Chicago. You know, this is kind of like Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, you know, BC if she's in here, Northwestern Indiana, Southwestern, and really northern to northwestern Indiana, southwestern, far southwestern Michigan. So that's interesting. SPC obviously doesn't have that for Thursday right now, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if we get into day 4 and we see some sort of upgrade. A lot of times, though, they wait till day 3 to throw anything more than a slight on. Charles, what's going on? Pittsburgh, we could have a severe threat on Friday, for sure. Leanne, what's popping? About to make tortillas. I'm just kidding. I know it's tortillas. Watching the stream. Nice, nice, nice. Kyle, what's going on? Connor's Barber. Oh, my God. Here we go again. What's going on, Connor's Barber, Connor's Weather Dungeon, Connor's Temperature Corner, and Connor's Tornado Tundra? What's cracking? Guys, someone stole my content today, and someone inboxed me about it, and I reported them, and TikTok took down their entire account, I think. I'm so glad. Because usually I report and nothing happens. That's that. Hey, right? That's the one good thing they did. I forgot my glasses out there. That's the one good thing they did. The dude was stealing everyone's content, though. When I appealed, or when I did, like, a stolen whatever, and I did the whole appeal, and I had to, like, write to TikTok, I was like, you might want to check all his videos. The dude is literally, his whole account is stolen content. Not just me. Yeah. Goodbye. He had, like, 8,000 followers. And it was all stolen content. Any risk for severe Western New York Friday? Yes, I do think so. All right, so let's take a look at some of our latest models. Let's go to our European. Let's get into it. Adjust. What the heck's going on here? Oh, that's why I forecast. There we go. There we go. That looks better. So here's what's going on. Let's go to our, you guys know I like my 850 millibar wins. You know, I love them. Actually, not that bad out here. All right, here's where things start to get sloppy. Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening out here. This is a little bit farther south than we were seeing before. A little something down here, man. I don't know. We might get a marginal slight down here. And then, okay. I mean, you know, this is super amplified right here compared to what we were seeing before. But I don't really care about our northwesterlies. I mean, that is some good shear though, punching through up there. Southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, southern Wisconsin. Still a pretty good looking, some pretty good looking divergence and winds through this area. Let's go and take a look at a couple different things. Let's take a look at our 500 millibar. This still has the potential to be a widespread. This still has potential to be a widespread outbreak. It just does. It just does. There's a lot of upper level or mid level, low level shear in this area. Let's take a look at our dew points. We're gonna have high dew points. We're gonna have hot temperatures. Yeah, I mean, we're getting 70s all the way up in almost northern, I mean, central to northern Illinois, Indiana, close to it. And then Friday, you get those 70s punching up for a little bit and high 60s up into, I mean, you're getting 67, 68 dew points all the way up into New York. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking, and I know we don't have much of a threat for it. Well, here, actually, let me take a look at this. Still thinking Wednesday's being a little bit under forecast. Let's take a look at Wednesday. They have nothing for Wednesday right now. They've got to label it tomorrow though. A little bit of a dry line setup with some good instability too. I mean, see if I can get a good sounding out here. It's kind of hard on the dew points. It's super capped, and that might be the issue. But it's looking pretty good. Last thing I want to really quickly want to look at is our instability out here. There's Wednesday. I mean, Wednesday would be super conditional, but I think Wednesday has the chance to do something. Yeah, you can see this isn't too crazy capped. Decent rotational shear, decent SRH. It's okay. 4,500 surface cape inhibition's all right. So your fixed sig torque param's pretty good too. So marginal torque, possible hazard type. Yeah. I think we're still looking at Kansas, Oklahoma for sure. Maybe even a little into Texas. And then moving out towards Chicago, let's see if we can get a new fresh sounding out here for Thursday. Thursday evening. Let's take a look here. It's hard without my short ranges. I want the short range model. We'll have the NAM tomorrow. And the Rufus model to get a good look at this. But yeah, I mean, you've got our instability pushing out to the east on Friday. This is all pushing out to the east. We should have that lower level jet and some decent dew points out there. So yeah, I do think we'll have a Friday threat. Friday severe weather threat. Yeah. I think we could get something through here. With how hot they're calling for it to get Wednesday, I could be more surprised. But yeah. Yeah, it is supposed to be hot. So we can actually take a look. Let me show you guys this. Let's look into Wednesday. This is Aguacero, WX.com. Now, I do actually... Well, let me actually... Let me look something up real quick, guys. Give me a second. One second. 1 second. Wait, what am I looking for? Sorry guys, literally give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to find something here. did I put this? No, 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 no. Did the Panthers win? Sorry, I gotta find this, guys. Anyways, let's move on to. I'll start answering questions. I just want to show you guys something. So let's look at Wednesday into Oklahoma. I've got a couple different things on this map. We've got surface cape, 2-meter temperature, and then we've got 850 millibar winds and dew points. All right. So and this is our. Actually, this should be our NAM. Wait, what? Close this. But it shouldn't be going out that far. So no, we're probably on our. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Euro. There we go. Okay. Temperature, dew, winds. Let's look at Wednesday. So we're going to do Thursday, 00Z. All right. 84 temperature, 70 dew point, lower level winds, 23 knots. $91. That's where our dry line is going to be setting up. Let's put our dew points up top because we're going to have a little bit of a dry line set up here. And this is yeah, this is probably our good timing. 76 over 71, 40 knot lower level winds. That's in Kansas. 76 over 68 dew point, 30 knot winds. These are lower level. 76 over 71, 40 is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I still think I've been saying this for a while, but I'm looking at Kansas still. I'm looking at Kansas still for Wednesday. Let's put our wins up top. Thursday 3Z. This would be late. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm looking at this for the first time too. Because I thought they might put a threat down here, and they haven't yet. So, all right, let's go back to pivotal. How's Northeast PA looking for this week? Not too bad. Severe weather wise, we could see some late Friday into Saturday, but before that, not looking too bad. Augusta, Georgia. 1 second. Yeah, before that, not looking too bad. We got this. Messy rain coming through, but there's no severe threat. I mean, it's probably going to be a little nasty this week, but this is when our severe threat starts to move in. You can kind of see this on the future radar here as we get into Friday, Saturday. But before then, it could just be a little bit damp. And let's take a look at our temperature anomalies up in the Northeast. Running about average, a little above, a little below. Minnesota Thursday, and then Augusta, Georgia. Well, listen, the South is getting a ton of rainfall over the next couple days, and then you'll clear up, and you have a high pressure settling in, so that'll be nice. We'll have to see what happens with this severe setup as we get into Friday. If this does make it far enough south, as you can see here, we'll have to see if this line pushes far enough south. I think this is going to set up farther to the north, though, up here, and not mess with Georgia as much. Minnesota looks pretty dry until we get about Thursday morning right now, where you could see a little bit of severe weather moving through much of the state, especially central to southern. And then that moves out, and you should have some pretty nice weather for a while. You should have some pretty nice weather going into the weekend up there in Minnesota. What's going on, Jet? I'm thirsty. I probably need water, not Red Bull. What's going on, Polly? Georgia gonna need a boat. Oh yeah, Yeah, rainfall totals on there are pretty crazy. Ooh. Sydney with Shell and Energy. I appreciate that. Holy, I appreciate you. Sydney Parker T, NTX. Julie, what's going on? Yali. Yeah, here's our total quantitative precipitation over the next few days down here in the south. It's a lot. And we're only talking 3 days of rainfall right here. So, pushing up a little bit into the mid-Atlantic as well. Maryland's getting involved. Virginia. Southern West Virginia as well. Thursday, we have a little bit of a threat from Minnesota that we have to watch out for. CSU has them marginal to slight. SBC doesn't show them in anything, but they will. They will. This will expand. They'll probably at least have a marginal out here, and we might get it enhanced through here. We'll see. That's what I'm looking for. In that you think I could mow? Probably wouldn't. Is Chicago's fair threat more linear in winds or supercells and tornadoes? You guys would have a tornado threat. You would, yeah, no, you would have a tornado threat. I'm guessing your helicity is going to be pretty high up there. You've got a decent here. Let's go to our 500. We've got a decent upper level low tilting. You see that tilt right here in this trough? Negative tilt. So that's going to cause some chaos in here out ahead of it. Yeah, that's where the tornado threat's we're gonna have. I mean, based on this look, we could have a tornado threat down here. We could have a tornado threat up here as well. You've got another kind of upper level low here, and you got a surface low that's gonna be probably forming over here. Let's look at our 925 millibar. Yeah, you've got another surface low that's wanting to form right down here, where that divergence is happening. Upper level low, another upper level low. Lots of spin. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. I feel like I can't talk. Wait, let's see. Is Caledonia, Minnesota okay? I mean, you guys are all fine right now. SPC doesn't even have any in risk zone. It's just something to watch out for. Crap, I missed it, Yali, and it's showing in my chat now. Yeah, all right, I'm going. I have it showing in my chat now, too. I just looked away from my chat for a second. Dang it. North Mississippi. There's still a chance Thursday, Friday we get, got some good lower level winds down here to the south with some divergence. We're going to have some storms down here. You can see that on the future radar as well when we go into precipitation. See that right there? Into Friday, Saturday. This could be a nice little band here. There's probably going to be a severe threat down here. And there's probably going to be one up here too. There's probably going to be two. I mean, if this model were to hold, it might not hold. That's just what this model's showing. I need my glasses because I can't read anything. How's Denver looking for this Wednesday to Saturday? It's looking a little bit messy on Wednesday. Potentially Thursday as well. Friday, Saturday. You've got a high trying to settle in there as you get into Friday. So Friday, Saturday is probably going to be better than Wednesday, Thursday. Not much of a severe threat, though. Maybe Eastern Colorado gets involved a little bit on Wednesday, but I'm not sure about that. I think it's going to be farther out east. Granbury, Texas. Where is that? Let's go to the trusty dusty map. I mean, I've looked at this city before. It's come up before. All right, so it's Dallas Fort Worth. It's close enough. That's what it is. Yeah, again, I mean, there's a chance Wednesday, Thursday, but we see a threat down there in Texas. If I were to put my money on it, is the NAM showing us? The NAM should be showing us Wednesday, actually. And the Rufus. Ooh, we're getting the 00Z, the Rufus. Let's look at the Rufus. This would be nice. I need to grab some water. I'm parched. Okay. You see, we're starting to get some... That Wednesday evening, you see some supercells up here. Capping's holding down here. But we're getting a little bit of action down here. So the 00Z is going to show us something down there, I think. Our NAM 00Z is loading right now, which isn't going to get us close enough. But yeah, we need to let this load up a little bit. And we'll probably get some good information. Let's go into... Let's take a look at our SIGTOR parameters, actually. Look at that Wednesday. Across Oklahoma. It's capped, but it's impressive. 10.7 fixed SIGTOR param. If this doesn't cap, tons of rotation at the surface in Oklahoma on Wednesday. But it does, the capping, yeah, the capping is an issue. A good issue for people who don't want a tornado outbreak or a big tornado or a strong tornado down there. Pretty capped. I mean, yeah, you've got, this is a decent cap here. You'd have to have a lot change, but 6,000, 6,200 joules per kilogram of surface cape is monumental. This does look like it's going to hold for now. For now, we all know things like this change a lot, but you can see we're getting a little bit of this down towards Dallas Fort Worth as well. Tons of capping still, so we've got some warmer air aloft out here, not allowing for that parcel of air to rise. Speaking of that, let's look at our instability over here. Surface based cape on Wednesday. Let's take a look at it. Look at that cape. Look at that cape near Dallas Fort Worth. Huge. Luckily, this is all capped. Excessive heat. The possible hazard is excessive heat. I love that. I love that for you guys. Yeah, this is... I don't know. Kansas still to me, though. This is barely... Or this is barely... Was I saying caped? This is barely capped. I'm still looking at Kansas. Yep. Northeast Alabama. Northeast Alabama could see some issues on Friday. Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, it's going to be interesting. We gotta wait for tomorrow's models to get through Thursday. The latest Euro... Here's Friday. I mean, this is pretty nice. Friday evening, Saturday morning. This is pretty impressive. This is almost 90 mile per hour lower level winds through Tennessee, up through Kentucky, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, portions of Tennessee. We've got some strong low level winds here. So I also think we'll be watching potentially 2 sectors up here that day. Something earlier in the day, potentially up here. Based on this Euro look, and then something later in the day down here. Friday into Saturday morning. Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was a good Mother's Day. It was pretty relaxing. Yeah. Friday night, well, yeah, we'll watch Northern Georgia, yeah. Yeah. Any threats for severe weather for Louisville the next week? Yeah, again, I think Friday, Saturday, we'll watch Louisville. Friday looks like the better Louisville threat to me, but the timing's going to be weird with this. Happy early birthday. See ya? See ya? But I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cleveland, Ohio for Friday night, please. Yeah, we'll watch. You could have a severe threat to Cleveland, Ohio Friday night. CSU has it. You know they're ahead of it. CSU has the transition between Thursday and Friday. So. Cleveland, this is for you. LeBron Town. I guess he's Akron, but yeah, you've got a transition there. Late Thursday, early Friday. Right now looks like the timing for severe weather through Cleveland could be decent, right? You know, we'll have to see what happens. Ay. Houston's gonna stay warm for a while. You guys are gonna have excessive heat advisories for quite a while, beginning soon. I'm literally asleep watching live today. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ollie. I would have been on early, but I would have been on earlier, but the Panthers were playing, and we were down 0-2 in the series, and we tied it back up. Right, guys? We didn't blow that at the end, did we? I'm sorry, I have to double check. So that pushed me back like an hour. Had to watch Panthers. Yes. Woo! 2 games to win and then back to the conference championship. How's Virginia looking for this upcoming weekend? Headed down there to visit family. Yeah, Virginia, you've got the black dot on you guys on Friday, according to CSU. This is our worry zone Friday. This thing can change, though. You know, this is a day, what? This is a day 6. So, that could change. Yeah, I'm clearly tired, too. That could change. Hey, I think everyone's orders, by the way, ooh. Thank you, Sarah. Nice star. Thank you, Sarah. Seriously, I appreciate it. Kayla, I appreciate you. Thank you, Sarah. You watching Golden State? Well, my wife's from Minnesota, so I need the Timberwolves. Yeah, I need the Timberwolves. It's really unfortunate Steph's out. I told my wife, I'm like, I want the Timberwolves to win, but like, it never feels as good when you beat a team who's like playing with like out their best player. It feels, I mean, like whatever. Like I'd be if like, I'm a Panthers fan. If like the best player on the other team got injured, I would like, yeah, part of me would be like, oh, thank God. But still, you know, to be the best, you have to beat the best is the whole thing. And you don't feel like you're beating the best when the best player on the other team gets hurt. And it's a challenge. Like, you know what I mean? The challenge should set you up for the next round. So I don't know. He might be back game 5. That's good. That's good, yeah. Yeah, I knew it wasn't like he's out for the rest of the playoffs. I didn't know how bad it was, though. Is it going to storm in Minnesota in the afternoon or night on Thursday? It's a good question. I mean, we could take a look just based on the future radar right now. Let's take a look at the Euro first. Then I think we may be able to take a look at the kind of the timing of the NAM. Yeah, I mean, right here on the Euro, this looks like an early morning, afternoon rain event. But then you could have a second wave of moisture. So this is going to be, I mean, you could get rain beginning Thursday morning and Then you can get a second round of rain Friday morning through Friday. So Thursday and Friday look pretty bad. Your severe threat would be most likely Thursday afternoon, though. How's Tennessee? Just rain? Yeah, until Friday. Friday we've got a severe weather. Late Thursday into Friday we have a severe weather. Our severe weather chances in Tennessee upticking quite a bit. Quite a bit. We're going to have to watch it. Nebraska radar Wednesday to Thursday. What's happening in Nebraska? Wednesday. Hey, Wednesday. There's going to be a severe weather threat potentially. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Wednesday, late afternoon, evening. Okay, the Euro sees it. The NAM definitely sees it. I really want to see the Rufus model load. Here's the NAM, but we can go and take a look at this on the NAM. Let's go to. It gets a little spicy up there on Wednesday for sure. So. There's not as much capping. See, there's not as much capping happening up here. There's no capping happening up here, so not a lot of rotation though. I think this is going to be a hail wind thing, but we could see some rotation. A little bit. This is a decent sounding. Actually. This is a decent sounding for rotation. And you know what? Let's look at where our low level jet is at 81 hours. Let's see. 81 hours. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely could be a tornado. I take back what I said. You've got northeasterlies, and then you've got southwesterlies. That is I completely take back what I said. Yeah, let's go. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Come on, let's make the finals 3 years in a row. Listen, Florida's a hockey state. Okay? What? I think Florida's made the cup a Florida team has made the Stanley Cup 6 of the last 7 years. Florida is the hockey capital of the world. Florida is the ice hockey capital of the world. 6 out of 7 years, we're in the Stanley Cup. Tampa or Florida. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I'm a little bit biased. I grew up playing ice hockey in Florida, so. We're a hockey state. What about North Carolina? How's it looking for tomorrow? Not bad. You guys are looking. This is gonna sound bad. You guys are looking very wet tomorrow. Okay. You guys are looking very wet tomorrow. You guys are looking soaked. A few inches in and around Charlotte is not impossible. Severe weather-wise, got a little marginal. Could extend over Charlotte. Thanks, Asia. Okay, guys, let's guess who. Anyone who knows hockey, can you guess whose jersey this is? Oh, I can't show the numbers. You probably already saw them. Oh, can you guess who the jersey is? Oh, Asia knows what she's talking about. Yeah, if you saw the number, don't cheat. Asia knows what she's talking about. Oh, sheet. She's right. Maddie. Kachuk. That's right. Kachuk. It starts with an H, I think. Yeah. Love Kachuk. This whole damn family can play hockey. It's crazy. My son's too, but we got to get skates on him soon. I need him to go to the league. I don't want to put pressure on him, but I kind of need to live my failed dream of going to the NHL through my son. So I need him to focus on accomplishing my dream. You know what I mean? He's got to go to the league. So, because like if my son wins a Stanley Cup, that's me winning a Stanley Cup. You know, because that's my son. So the only chance I have at winning a Stanley Cup now is my son. So we're gonna put a lot of emphasis on hockey. You know what I mean? Hockey, then school. Okay, make sure his priorities are straight. Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Let's see. Tornadoes for Arlington, Nebraska. You know, is that Arlington, Nebraska? Why is that? Why was I thinking of a different Arlington? Arlington, New York? Oh, there is an Arlington, Nebraska. Well, that's silly. No, yeah, I mean, it's a possibility Wednesday. We got to pay attention Wednesday. It's a possibility Wednesday, yes. Yeah, hot and sticky. Everyone wants to get in an ice rink. I loved playing ice hockey because, I played football a little bit, soccer. Everything in Florida is like freaking 95 degrees and 100% humidity every day. You get in an ice rink and it's just like, it's nice. It's like getting out of Florida. That's why they charge you $1,000 to $2,000 an hour for ice time. Nowadays, it's probably $3,000 to $4,000. I mean, shoot, that was 20 years ago. I don't know what it is now to rent a piece of ice in a nice area. Let them cook. What's going on, Jess? Can we check some soundings for Thursday? Sure. You know, I don't care about soundings on global models, though. I care about soundings on short-range models. And we're not going to have good... We don't really get into Thursday until... Like, tomorrow we'll have good soundings through Thursday. Right now we have some decent soundings for Wednesday. But we're not in that... Tomorrow will be fully in range. Thursday will be fully in range of the NAM and the Rufus model. Let's look at Surface Cape out here. You see, we're only into Thursday morning. Tomorrow 12Z will be nice. We'll be into Thursday evening. That'll be good. Then we should be able to see what's happening out here. The Euro's not going to give me anything good. Anything reliable. Chicago has a high. Let's just say this. Chicago, everyone keeps asking how Chicago's going to be Thursday. It has a high ceiling. I don't think it has that low of a floor, though. I don't think it's that conditional. I think it has a medium floor and a high ceiling. It's not looking like it's going to be a bust by any means. But, like I said, we get into the short ranges tomorrow. I hate predicting severe weather off of a global model. I hate predicting severe weather 90 hours out. That's crazy. 100 hours out. Let's get into that 84 to 72. Or else everything's just going to get thrown in our face when the models completely change up on us once we get into that time frame. The stuff looks... I said in my video today, the instability and our severe parameters look better timed today than they did the day before. So it's been a slight uptrend, in my opinion, for that severe weather threat on Thursday. And I said that before CSU put this moderate on it, or put this enhanced on it. But CSU thinks so too. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. What do the colors mean? Okay. Brown is marginal. 1 out of 5 risk. Yellow slight. You can see it down there. This is 2 out of 5 risk. This red is like an enhanced risk. So like a 3 out of 5 risk. So that's basically what we're looking at. That is what we're looking at there. This is for Thursday, yes. Yeah. And then we've got a little bit of a Wednesday threat too. This is our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. See how that shifts? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's things I would change about this. Okay, well, yeah, I would put the center here. I think here is where the worst severe weather could be. I think we could have a hail threat down here. I think our tornado threat could be up here. But there's going to be a capping issue. This is a conditional setup Wednesday. That's a conditional setup. This isn't as conditional. We've got a pretty good upper level low with some decent velocity shear pulling through here. Other severe parameters like instability and dew points and everything look to be pretty timed. So I like what they're doing, pulling this down a little bit further. So yeah, I'm kind of fine with how that looks. I think based on the latest models, we could see this stretch down a little bit like this. We could. Not that I think we will, but I think our slight could extend down a little bit farther like that. But, you know, we don't have short range models for this yet, so this is very tough to predict. But that's what I'm seeing, gang. So Kentucky could have a Friday, Saturday risk. Yep, including Paducah. A little bit of a threat on Kentucky. Always gets these storms begin to form their severe or initiate severe weather out here. Then as they move out, they begin to tilt and move off to the east like this. And so Kentucky's always in this weird spot where you'll get like 2 days of severe weather because it's tilting up. You'll have your winds tilting up here, and then they'll collapse, and then you'll get that second day, and you're kind of in the middle of that split. Kentucky, southern Indiana, western Tennessee, like this area always gets this double threat. You get the tail end of this on a night, and then you'll get like the morning of this. It's just that's the spot. Yeah, what's Saturday look like? Yeah, this is Saturday. Oh, sorry, Friday. This would actually be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry, guys. So this would be, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This would be Saturday. So here's your Saturday. I know it says Sunday, but don't pay attention to that. This is Saturday. This is Saturday. So you can see how this severe threat moves over and collapses down like that. That's like a normal thing. You're going to have a low. You're going to have a low kind of sweeping in like this, an upper level low sweeping like this. This severe weather, this is going to wrap some severe weather up to the north. Then this low is going to continue to move down to the south. So the energy is just going to transfer like that. But yeah, I mean, this could end up being a decent day for cities like Charlotte. You know, most of South Carolina, you can get Atlanta involved, Birmingham, Little Rock. We'll have to see about OKC and Tulsa, but who knows? Texarkana, DFW. Could get a lot of cities involved in this. So, but yeah, East Tennessee looks to be a Friday. Looks to be a Friday thing for severe weather. We're cooked. No, right now I don't think anyone's cooked. I don't see any of this being an outbreak yet, but I'll rarely call for anything being an outbreak before we get short range. Like I'll say there's potential, but where do we got? We got a little bit of severe thunderstorm, 7-mile-per-hour winds, damage not considerable. Up in North Dakota, in the middle of nowhere, heading towards New Leipzig and Elgin, North Dakota. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but if anyone's there, could get a little gusty. Not a tornado threat right now there, though. This guy goes, check Tornado HQ. It has more accurate info. You can check yourself, and you don't have to wait for this dude. Quickest block ever. Yeah, I've been on Tornado HQ. I mean, Tornado HQ shows you the same thing that that SBC shows you, or CSU, or any website, any models. It's not about the info. It's about understanding how to interpret the info and understanding which info typically in certain situations and setups will be more accurate and which won't be accurate. Some people don't understand that. Listen, anyone during hurricane season can pull up models and say, hey, this model shows that it's going to do this. There's certain models that work better in certain seas and temperatures and condition wise and shear with shear setup. So you'll use certain models. There's certain snow models that you'll trust more to the north in the mid levels. You'll trust a little bit more in the mid levels. Typically there's some models you'll trust a little bit more in the subtropics. And you know, you can read as many articles as you want, and you can look up, you know, you can look at all the info that's posted, but people are going to make their own opinion. You see really good meteorologists like Reed Timmer over severe weather season call stuff all the time that you can't find anywhere, because he looks at it, and well, you'll see me do it sometimes too, but I mean, I'm not comparing myself to Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer's the GOAT. But you'll see him say, I don't totally agree with this, and you'll see like a pack of tornado chasers up here, and he's like down here, and then that's where everything initiates. Well, yeah, he could, maybe they all read their information on Tornado HQ. Not saying that's a bad site or anything, but the thing, and what separates meteorologists or weather enthusiasts or anyone who talks about the weather is you have to have your own interpretation in a way that you read things. So that's why you guys will see me all the time on, I'll see a threat zone. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I agree with that. That makes sense. And sometimes I'll be like, this makes no sense. The greatest, I mean, what was it, last week or the week before? We had a slight right here, and I said that makes absolutely no sense. It should be down here. And whatever, 12 hours later, it was down here. Same thing happened. We had nothing out here on our day 3, and I said there should be a big marginal out here. 12 hours later, there's a big marginal out here. So people who understand how to read maps and models and data can give you a heads up, typically 12 to 24 hours before the SBC places something, or tell you if they think it's going to be moved. Again, stuff like the SBC and these sites also, they're only going to post like every 12 hours. So a lot happens in 12 hours with models, especially when you're in short range, where you, like with the HRRR, where you can get an update every single hour. You can see a major shift in severe weather. You could see a tornado threat shift from here to here in 12 hours in the HRRR. You can wait 12 hours for a site to update it, or you can actually just hear it happening live. There's not really, I guess it's, yeah, hard to grasp the concept, I guess. 1 second, guys. Do you think the 30% will be issued by the SBC on Thursday, or 15% expanded? I do think the 15% will be expanded. So we can take a look at that. I do think the 15% will be expanded. I can't guarantee you, but I do think it was. Just based on what I'm looking at. I said this early on. I mean, we're going to have a marginal around this. Just know that. But it still looks to me like we're going to get a little bit farther south. Still looks to me like we're going to get a little bit farther south. Maybe a little bit farther west with this slight. I think we're going to extend out a little bit. I don't know if we're going to extend out to the east, but out to the west. And do we get an enhanced? It's very possible. They might wait till day 2 though. I'm leaning yes on enhanced. I don't think we're going to go moderate, but maybe a day 1 moderate if things continue to uptrend, but enhanced I'm pretty sure of. Cincinnati Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Cincinnati's gonna likely be, since he's gonna be more of a Friday threat. You could get late Thursday into early Friday morning though, based on the timing right now. Do I think we'll get a moderate risk for Friday or Saturday? No. If we get a moderate risk, it's probably going to be Thursday. But I'm not betting that we'll get a moderate risk on Thursday. But if we did get a moderate risk, it would probably be Thursday, and it would probably be a day 1 moderate. We probably wouldn't see it until the day of. Who knows though? You know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and the first thing I look up at when I wake up in the morning, I go to the 850 millibar winds. Because sometimes you'll go to bed and you'll see like 50 knot winds in an area. And then you'll wake up and you'll see they're up at like 78. And it's like, okay, well, our lower level winds just cranked up. Just absolutely cranked up. And I knew, we know we have the instability and dew points. Now we've got much higher SRH, crazy low level shear. And that could immediately tell you that we're going to get a risk upgrade. I think it's the easiest way to look if you're going to get it. Especially like the later you get into spring severe weather season, guys, like the heat and moisture, like the heat and the dew points when these troughs dig in are like always going to be there. But you're not always going to have really, really strong mid to low level winds. But you can directionally pull that heat and moisture up easily. Will be issued for Sunday. Oh, you know what, guys, we haven't looked at? We haven't looked at this stream, what's happening the week after this. Because remember we were looking at that the other day, and I was like, holy crap. I want to look at this. Yeah, look at this. We're still seeing this. This, to me, is crazy. This, to me, is crazy. And this could be a Sunday night, Monday morning thing. Yeah, this, to me, could be a moderate or high if it holds. That's the big if, though. This is 180, 190 hours out. So, PB Snipes, what's going on? But this is bad. This is a very dangerous setup. More dangerous than anything we're seeing right now. And then the way that this moves off Monday night, I mean, this is something right here. Woof. And then look at that out east. I mean, man, this is the type of setup you could get a moderate up in the northeast. I'm not saying you're gonna, but I'm just saying it's the type of setup that I wouldn't be surprised if it went super high risk in an area that doesn't see high risk. I mean, like not high risk, but a super elevated risk in an area that doesn't normally see it. So this is still looking crazy out there next week, Sunday through like Wednesday, but it's still too far out to take, completely serious. It's just something to watch. Because, like, look at the GFS, too, guys. And I'll show you the instability, too. Oof. Right there. This is Kentucky. Well, this is something, too. Yeah, the GFS. This could be 3-day outbreak. Based on the look at the GFS and Euro. Again, don't go and be like, Shandover's going to be an outbreak. I'm saying if this look holds, there's plenty of time for things to change. Things will change. Do they change for the better or for the worse? But that's crazy. And then look at behind this. Oh my gosh, this would be, yeah. If the GFS and Euro are right, this would be a crazy ending to March or to May, for like Tornado Alley, Dixie Alley, Hoosier Alley, the Northeast. We could see multiple moderates, maybe even a high risk, but we'll see. Let me look at the. It's too far out to, like I said, to say it's going to happen. Let's quickly. I don't want surface-based sim. Let's quickly look at our cape on the GFS out there, just for fun. Look at the way this pushes through. Oh, yeah. That is a nice setup. I don't really care about the photograph, but that's a nice setup for Dixie Alley, up through Ohio Valley, Hoosier Alley. Look at this setup. Oh, my gosh. Jeez. Oops, there we go. There it is. Marginal tour. No capping. Not a ton of low-level rotation. Let's take a look at this, Oklahoma. Let's take a look at this, Oklahoma. Big. Big day. Yeah, that's Sunday morning next week. So we'll have to watch this. And then look at that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about too. Typical Tornado Alley setup here. Oh yeah. Yeah, things are gonna get super interesting. Once we get into Wednesday of this week, man, we're gonna have severe potential Wednesday, like slight or enhanced severe potential. It looks like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's gonna be one of those like 7 days straight again of like your elevated risk chances, because we've had some slights and stuff. Like today, we had a slight risk up in the Northern Rockies. It was a wind-driven slight risk, so hail chances weren't super high. Tornado chances weren't really high. Tornado and hail wasn't really. I think they actually got a spin up there, but tornado and hail weren't really too concerning. It was just wind. We've had some marginals down here in the southeast, but this upcoming Wednesday to the next Wednesday or Thursday looks to be like your May, because you always get a big outbreak in May. Well, typically May's the most active severe weather season, although I don't think it's going to beat April at this point, but that looks to be the setup. It doesn't get much better than that based on these models right now. Yeehaw, ride 'em, cowboy. I definitely missed that cowboy hat. I don't understand how I missed that one. Parker T, I appreciate you. I was looking straight at chat. Shadow Johnson, I appreciate you. Well, this Wednesday into next Wednesday, we're gonna have different threats. I mean, I kind of showed you. You know, we're looking at like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, they got a Sunday on here if you guys want to look at that. Ready? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we go into probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is next week. After our Saturday, or after our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is just what it looks like right now, right? On the long range models. This is 100% going to shift and change as we move forward, but it looks crazy. And you're always a little bit more worried when those severe weather parameters are setting up over your typical severe areas, like, you know, Tornado Alley, Dixie Alley, and up through the Ohio Valley, near Hoosier Alley. Like, that's where stuff can really pop off. So that's where you get your outbreaks. Thursday, the severe weather is going to be on my home turf. So, Connor, you can expect me to chase, and I can share the feed with you. Yeah, that would be sick. That'd be awesome. That would be so cool. Snipes, are you in my Discord? You are, right? I'm pretty sure you are. Indiana cooked? Nah, not right now. Oh, let me actually take a look at this. Here we go. BC, I appreciate you. BC, we were talking about you in the beginning of this stream. You've Colorado State University already has you in an enhanced risk on Thursday. I think you're up there somewhere. Mezzo Matt, what's going on? Yo, Matt. Matt Morgan. Matt, check this out. Okay. Sunday night into Monday. Tuesday, Matt. Tuesday. And then look at what's behind this. This looks like our May setup finally. And Euro does some crazy similar work with this. Here we go. Monday. Tuesday. Look at Wednesday up in the Northeast. And then it wants to do the same thing as the GFS. They're looking very similar into Thursday. Very similar setups. Too much instability moving away. 20th looks really good. Let me go back to our GFS. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Let's look. Oh yeah, I was looking at this earlier. I was. Yeah. Big. Yeah, I mean that's a nice looking line of instability. Oh, wow. Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun stuff ahead for sure. BC, I appreciate you. BC, thank you. And without the E. All right. Then I'm just going to call you Un. Right? Because A-N. Oh, no, it would be an apple. I ate an apple. A-N. I'm going to call you N. Un. Matt, how you doing tonight, dude? Panthers won, by the way. We were down 0-2 in the series. 2-2. Let's go. Let's go. I need to talk to you, by the way. I need to talk to you for a little bit. Maybe do I have time tomorrow? Sometime tomorrow or Tuesday. Yeah, about some stuff I'm doing. Exciting stuff. Did you see the tropical depression off the east coast at the end of the 18Z GFS? No. What? What are you saying? Let's take a look. Global GFS. Let's take a look. We're talking about this little low pressure churning off in the Western Atlantic there. Did I get volcano info? Let's see. Well, here's what I have in my Discord, all right? It is a signal. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a pretty nice looking rotation here. I mean, you've got the high pressure to the north, which would... Look at this thing. I mean, this is keeping this thing south. This is, if this were to develop, this would steer that straight into the Carolinas. Developing stronger storm's gonna move a little bit better with that high, but you can see what tears it apart. Look at that. This is all that shear that's coming in out ahead of it, right here. So, but hey, who knows? Who knows if this thing can like just stall out here a little bit, right here, which it looks like it kind of wants to do, and just spin for a little bit and not get sucked up and pushed away there. If it can float around here and let that shear pass overhead, who knows? It is a decent signal to look at. Oh yeah. This is what I was going to show you. Let me go to my Discord. All right, we've got day 1 severe weather, tornado day 1, high wind day 1, hail day 1, extended 48-hour rainfall, 48-hour snowfall, temperature updates. This is every day. Wildfire, drought, earthquake updates. So we post this every day. Earthquakes of the day. We had that one in Kentucky yesterday. And then volcano. I'm only posting this right now. So I post this right now, and this is the most active volcanoes every day. So it'll say... it's part of this is cut off on the screen. It'll say where they are, the threat level, advisory, and then there's links that you can go to. But I have the link up here for more information. It says link to USGS detailed volcano updates, which would be boom, which would take you here, where you can get all this information. But I want to get a better setup. But at least for now, I'm just gonna post these daily updates because these are going to talk about active, potentially dangerous volcanoes each day. So added that in, but I need to flesh it out. I've been adding some Enzo updates every day too. Tropical region water temps, Western Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, Gulf water temps. Looks like we're remaining Enzo neutral through winter. That's still the look as of May 4th. So, yeah. But I'll get more. I'll build it out. What was your magnitude? You Wait, you had an earthquake, BC? Hold up. You didn't have an earthquake. Okay. Anything I should be worried about for North Carolina in the next few days? We could have a risk out there. I was talking about this. We could have a little bit of a risk out there. Oops. Now I have to fix this. Hold up. 1 second, guys. We could have a little bit of a risk out there on Friday. Oh, what Kentucky had yesterday? Oh, yeah, it was minor. It was like a 2.8. Yeah. Yeah, it was super minor. I mean, Southern California gets like probably 100 2.0 to 3.0s every year. Connor, how does sending the Discord invite work for people asking? Okay, I do. You know, this is a good time to ask because God, I run into like troubleshooting issues every single day because I'm new to a lot of the stuff and I'm running too much. But that's why a couple of you guys are going to come to my rescue and help me with some of this. But, okay, we've had a bunch of members join lately. And the thing is, like, all of the people who I invited and stuff, like, you guys are in there and you guys can see all the channels. It's subscription now, which is $3. I think if you subscribe on your phone, it's $4 because Apple charges you an extra $1. It's whatever. It's an Apple fee. It's not me. But there's been a bunch of people joining. And what I don't understand is, I mean, unless they did like the free trial, I don't know how they're getting invites. B, are you able to invite people to the Discord? Is there any change in severe weather for Long Island? Well, we do have an interesting look next week for potentially a decent severe weather setup for the Northeast, including New York, Long Island. But it's far enough away where we can't talk about it too much. It's like a day 9, day 10 risk, but someone asked for us to send it. Didn't know if we could. You're not supposed to be able to be, because I have the permission turned off. But I want you to send it to someone and have them send it to someone and tell me what their Discord name is. I'll just let them get in for free because we need to test this. Send them an invite. I want to see if they join, if they get labeled Climate Crew, and if they bypass the whole sub process. Because I need to know. Because that's not how it should work, and that's not how it says it works on my end. But I'm like, there's been like 20 people joined, but none of them have access to anything. I'm so confused. I'm like scratching my head like, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, just send it. Send it. Family driving from Tampa to Dallas tomorrow. Is the weather going to be okay? Let's take a look. Let's just go into our European. Oof. Some isolated thunderstorms on the way. Some isolated thunderstorms on the way. We've got a little bit of a marginal risk tomorrow. Western Florida up towards the eastern panhandle. It could be a little dicey in the beginning of the drive, but you're not expected to see anything too major. I wouldn't be too concerned with the drive, but just stay alert. Beginning of your drive could be a little sketchy. It's a marginal. It's a marginal down there. There is a slight, not a slight, but a 2% tornado risk tomorrow. Not very high, but it does include portions of Tampa and up the coast there. I would love to wait. The wind profiles are very favorable for tornadoes on Thursday. I mean, very strong westerly flow in the jet stream. Yeah, it's uptrended. Yeah, for sure. I didn't think it looked good a couple days ago. Low levels, strong southwesterly flow. Atmosphere is definitely going to be spinning. Yeah, I agree. Chicago's looking, yeah, it's uptrended a little bit, guys. We're gonna get our short range models into Thursday evening tomorrow. So I'm interested to see what they look at. I don't love talking too much about what we're seeing in the globals. It's not really their specialty to give us really good data on a severe weather setup. On the regional severe weather setup, maybe a more macro look at it. Nicole flat ass. Jess at BC, I appreciate you guys. Go Panthers, that's right. You have to approve my friend request before I can see anything on Discord. I don't think if I approve it, you can't see anything. I have to add a role to you. All right, wait, well, let's test it out. B, did you invite them? Because, like, I invited, like 180 people to the server for free. Which is fine. I mean, I pay certain stuff to keep the server up. And to have like certain features on the server and like high quality uploads and audio and all this type of stuff, but yeah, let's see how it works. I like the subscribe model also helps it not be a free for all where anyone just jumps in, and it helps keep away trolls, if I'm being honest. Like if someone's willing to pay you because it's only $3 a month. If someone's willing to pay you $3 a month, they're probably not a troll. A troll would probably be like, there's tons of other free Discords I can hop in and mess up. So, I mean, I can make it $1 a month if that's what I need to do for subscribers. Are the global models for hurricane season? Global models are much better. Yeah, global models are used for hurricane season. We don't... Short-range models use, like, weather balloons and stuff. We don't have that technology over the seas. So, yeah, you basically exclusively use global models for hurricane season until they're, like, right up on the shore. Yep. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Yeah, Chess. I didn't think so. I didn't think $2.99 was bad. If you try to subscribe on your iPhone and it says $3.99, because I've been noticing that's because there's an upcharge. Apple upcharges you $1 for each month you pay. So it's $2.99. I think if you like subscribe on your computer, it's $3.99 on your phone. Yeah, not $299. $2.99 a month. Yeah. Yeah, we do. And I just started the Discord like a month ago, so there's plenty of plans for it. Okay, one new member. This might have been who you added. Okay, I want to see if... Okay, so cool. So... B, what was their Discord name? I mean, you don't have to tell me in chat. You could just DM me it, but... Let me see. Yeah, Matt just messaged me. I got a buddy who's a storm chaser. His name is Charlie Roto. He's amazing. If there's any storm chasers to pay permission for it, it would be him. He's a great, amazing guy, and it won't cost much. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to pay for storm chasers. Some want like crazy amounts, like $100 an hour and stuff, and I'm like, listen. On a lot of my streams, when we have stuff going on, I can get 500. Like when we have big severe weather outbreaks, I can easily push 1,000 concurrent viewers and get hundreds of thousands of people in a 3 to 4 hour live stream. That's good exposure for them. So I'm not gonna, on top of that, pay $100 an hour. I'll pay. I will pay, but like some of them want so much money. I'm like, whoa, how? Like I don't really make much. I don't have that money to blow. Okay, I see. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's working. Okay, so it's working. So, yeah, so B, I see him here, and he's not assigned a role. So he should now be able to see only certain channels. He should be able to see channels like... Well, I kind of want to know what channels he can see, but... He should be able to only see, like in the daily weather updates, like severe risk zone, extended, snowfall, temperature updates. There's only certain things that should be locked. Yeah. But now I'll just make you... Now you should be able to see everything. Okay, so it's working fine. Okay, because I'm fine. If you guys want, like... Especially, like, because, like, I'm going to make some people mods. And if, like, mods, you want to, like, add anyone, you just let me know. And then I'll just make them... I'll just give them a climate crew role. Yeah, that's fine. Because some people, I don't know who's just, like, random or... Cool. $3 is cool, less than Starbucks, yeah. Panthers won't rise. What, Zach, you Toronto's fan? Toronto or Maple Leafs fan? Oh, cool. What up, dude? What is up? Welcome to the Climate Crew. Tomorrow, I'm doing another announcement, and for anyone who reacts to it, you're back in that. We're doing another spin for free merch. To anyone who do get merch, by the way, it's all fulfilled, so it's all onto the shipping portion. So it just took, yeah, it's all. So it should all arrive this week. I have the track. It shows me the tracking for everything, so I can track it's like when it should arrive. So everything's good with all that. Santi, I'll put you in the spin. Oh, sweet. Oh, Phil. 1 second. Phil, did you add me as a friend on there? Here, I got you guys. Don't worry about it. There you go. What's going on, Nora? I'm doing good. Parker T, I appreciate you guys. Let's see. What I'm trying to see what oh god, our Rufus 00Z is loading painfully slow. Oh, Leafs all-time fave, yeah. Was it the Leafs last year who was chanting, "We want the Panthers, we want the Panthers," and then we beat them like 4-1 or something like that in the series? Claire, I appreciate you being in here. Have a great night, Claire. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Let me actually look at this. He's from southern Wisconsin, so let's see. He's from southern Wisconsin, so there's a decent Midwest chase. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, Snipes. See, I was like, I'm in my head. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're Jet. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Send me a DM if you don't want to put it in general or anything. Send me a DM on Discord, and I would talk to him about that. I'd be willing to pay for some chases. It's fine. I need some. What's going on, We Love? Does Thursday look bad for the Midwest? It doesn't look good. I wouldn't say bad. I'm going to wait to say bad until I see my short range models tomorrow. I will be posting a video tomorrow, probably before 12, because sometimes I like to wait for like the 12Z, certain 12Zs to load. And I'll make my, I don't want to make my assumption until I get into the short range, because then I get into trouble. It looks like it could be bad. Yeah, once you're at it, you just go to the top, and it should say service subscription. Yeah, if you're on a computer, it's like $2.99. If you're on your phone, it's $3.99. Did I see Raleigh in a risk zone? Raleigh, yeah, so I mean, this right here is going to be our Friday. This is going to be our Saturday. So North Carolina could see some action this weekend. Now, this is Colorado State University. This isn't officially from the CPC yet, but a lot of times the CPC follows suit kind of closely to Colorado State University. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'd love to get in contact with them, Snipes. Seriously. Appreciate that. Tonight and tomorrow down there, well, South Carolina's getting a lot of rainfall. There's not a major severe weather threat. Tons of rainfall for South Carolina, which there's some fires down there, aren't there? I'll actually go to... Yeah, there's a decent amount of fires, North Carolina, South Carolina. So that'll be nice. Let me go to the 4 panel for you guys. Small. Wind and tornado risk. Ooh, Claire 2005. Claire, I appreciate you. Claire, thank you so much for that galaxy. You rock, Claire. I thought you were already sleeping. I appreciate that, seriously. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know about this, though. This tornado threat, we're going to have to see what they do with it in the morning, because this is going to be so much soaking rain involved with this. If we do get a tornado, or a couple or a few, I wouldn't expect them to be very strong, but anytime you're in a tornado risk zone, you need to be alert. You never know. We all, anyone who likes weather and pay attention to this stuff knows weirder stuff happens. Sometimes you'll be in a 2% risk that doesn't look very dangerous, and then they're like, oh, there's an EF3 tearing through a town. Not likely to happen with this setup. Not likely to happen, a strong tornado, but I would just pay attention. Not a super dangerous looking day. We're getting rain all week. We're under a flood warning. Yeah, I mean, the southeast is getting drenched over the next few days. And then that's moving up towards the mid-Atlantic and northeast. I want to, but my bedtime isn't until 1 to 3 a.m. Yeah. I would go to bed. I would have gone to bed right after I played the Panthers, but I'm try to get back to my normal daily streaming, like 9 p.m.-ish. I want to get back to that consistent schedule. Guys, oh God, one second. God, I'm so annoyed at Discord lately. Anytime, oh God, I'm not gonna get into this rant. I just got another notification from them. Oh, they're the worst. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna rant about this. I'm not gonna rant about TikTok. For anyone, I'll just say this: for anyone who doesn't follow me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube, I'd appreciate it. And it's not me trying to like build my YouTube subs, which is fine, and my TikTok followers. It's me wanting to completely just go over to YouTube. If I could take all of my TikTok followers right now and then put them on YouTube, I would delete my TikTok. I literally would delete it, because you know what I mean. But TikTok's the only way I can pay for all my subs, or all my like subscriptions I have to all this software and all the other crap that I buy for this. So for now, TikTok stays. TikTok stays for now. But the second I get a bigger following on YouTube, they're gone. Cutting them off. Ooh, Sarah with the cotton candy. Lauren, I appreciate you. Sarah, thank you. I can sleep peaceful tonight. No problem. I don't understand the gifting. I didn't understand it like a year ago. When I first started streaming, people would send me gifts that were like, I had gotten a couple really big gifts and I didn't know what they meant. And I was sitting there like, oh, thanks. Like I didn't know. And someone was like, that's a really big gift. And I didn't know what it meant. And now I feel so bad. Like there was probably someone who like sent me such a nice gift and I like didn't even say thank you, but it wasn't because I wasn't thankful. It's because I literally didn't know what it was. And I think back and I'm like, that's so embarrassing. I had no idea. Yeah, Okay, I might just start. I like doing my horizontal videos because I can explain stuff and it's prettier. I might just start doing that. I might just start like really filling out my YouTube video page and doing better content on there because I YouTube guys from the creator side is so much more friendly. They pay more. They have real human customer service. If you have an issue with your video or a strike, you just speak to a human. It takes about 60 seconds. They're super kind. Like the user interface for content creators is better. It's like TikTok is like an 8 out of 9 anxiety. Every time one of my videos does good, like my video did like 15,000 views before I even hopped on stream today. My first thought wasn't, oh, good, maybe I'll make a little money. My first thought was, it's going to be disqualified. Because if TikTok has to pay you, they're going to find a reason to disqualify it. My videos get disqualified for being low quality, and I record and edit them in 4K. So my first thought was, well, they're going to disqualify it. I'm going to have to appeal it. The appeal is going to take 4 days. They're going to approve my appeal because it's clearly not. They're clearly wrong, which they always do. They always go, sorry, and approve my appeal, and then they give me none of the money back. So TikTok is always anxiety. YouTube, never. I don't think I've ever gotten anything, and I don't really make anything money on TikTok or on YouTube, but I don't think I've ever had any issues on YouTube ever. Do you see any severe weather for, and I hear all the creators talk about it too. Everyone's always like, yeah, you got to get over YouTube. It's just so much better. Do you see any severe weather for South Louisiana for the next 2 weeks? We'll have to see what happens out here as we get into this weekend. This is your Saturday threat, so this could shift pretty far south. So, and then as we get into Monday, Tuesday of next week, we could see some stuff out here. So, yeah. Over the next 10 days, we could have 2 or 3 different interesting looks down there. Yeah. But, I mean, I think TikTok's a great app for non-creators. The algorithm is great. It shows you videos you want to see. Like for non-creators, if I was just scrolling through TikTok, I'm like, I have no problem with the app. It's just horrible being a creator on the app because they just F with all your videos and your streams and everything constantly. And it doesn't make any sense because like Twitch doesn't do that. YouTube doesn't do that. Like no other, like it's because they're all bots that control it. They're all AI bots that monitor your stuff. Everglades was looking pretty bone dry. Oh, yeah. Here, speaking of my Discord, I can pull up the drought monitor. Yeah. What's going on, Florida? I know what's going on. You guys had a high pressure sitting over you for 2 straight weeks when it was supposed to be raining. And now you got another one that's about to move over you. Few days. What does the weather look like for Thursday in Aurora, Illinois? Sorry, guys. Let's we can look at that. I guess we can look at that. Thursday, everywhere in Illinois is going to have a little bit of a severe threat. So we have the SBC. Let's get back to it. I think we have a slight over pretty much all of Illinois from the SBC. Thursday? Yeah, it's the entire state. So there is not one part of the state that isn't in it. Pretty much Indiana, too. Except for a slight portion of the southeast. So, yeah, I mean, it's looking not great. Tomorrow we're going to get short-range models and we'll get a little bit more details. But Illinois is kind of like ground zero for the severe weather on Thursday. Hate to say it. The green map that I did, what did it mean? It was over Idaho. This one? St. Louis, Missouri for Thursday? Yeah. You're in that slight risk too. You could go, I mean, I don't know if we'll go in hands down there, but you could. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Coco. You're going to have to be keeping up to date on Thursday because there's outbreak potential still with Thursday. Severe weather outbreak, meaning, who knows, 25, 50, 75, 100 different severe or Tor-warned storms. So hopefully there's a downtrend in that. Still, like I said, we need to get into our short range models. We're still 80 some hours out. So what EFR isolated usually? Isolated doesn't have anything to do with like the strength of the tornadoes. It's just the setup. So if you're in an isolated setup, your chances are much lower. They're more sporadic, and hard to predict. If you've got like a strong squall line moving over, you can get what we call like a QLCS. You can have a QLCS setup where you have like tornadoes embedded in the whole entire squall line. That's not isolated. That's like you're going to have tornadoes embedded in the squall line moving over. Hopefully they don't move over your area. Isolated severe threat is a little bit less worrisome because your chances of seeing a tornado are less, and if you do, the odds of it moving over your area aren't very high. So, but you can get a super strong tornado out of an isolated setup, or nothing, conditional. Yeah, it's covering the whole state. I appreciate that, Philip. That's true, Leanne. When people's subs are up to renew, just have them. Yeah. I have members on my YouTube get access to the Discord too. It's the same thing. It's just $3. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be pushing for, just to go over on YouTube. It's also annoying, like having to post on like 6 different social medias every day. Not annoying. I like doing this stuff. Just time consuming, But I always say, like, if there were more hours in the day, I'd have no issues at all. Or if I had no kids. I like spending time with my kids, believe it or not. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Lauren Laddie, what's going on? I appreciate you guys. What's going on in Florida? Just a lot of rainfall. Just a lot of rainfall over the next couple days. Not a terrible severe threat. Central northern Florida has a little bit of a tor risk tomorrow. 2%. A little bit of a wind risk, 2%. But that's going to move out, and you're going to have high pressure settle in, and you're going to stay dry for a while. You need this rain. You're in a drought. So enjoy the rain over the next 36 to 48 hours. You need it. The whole state is in a drought. I don't think there's one area of Florida that's not in a drought. Are you concerned about severe later this week for the Midwest? I am a little bit, yeah. Thursday and Friday. Do I think this hurricane season will hit Florida bad again? It's an Enzo neutral. Very likely going to stay Enzo neutral. That's what 2004 was, 2005 was, 2006, 7. They were all Enzo neutral to weak La Niñas. And we all know what happened in those. Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Charlie, Ian, Francis, Jean, Wilma, Ivan. We had so many bad major hurricane landfalls in those. 2004, I want to say, to like 2011 was like the most active time for strong landfalling hurricanes in the Gulf. But it was really 2004 to 2007 was the worst. And that was all Enzo neutral to weak La Niña. Enzo neutral is a hurricane's favorite thing. Enzo neutral to weak La Niña is a hurricane's favorite thing. That's what we're going to have. Waters aren't as warm as they were last year, but they're hot. They're above average. It would be hard for them to be as warm as they were last year because last year was record breaking. So just because they're not as warm as they were last year doesn't mean they're cold. They're hot. They're like slightly cooler than they were last year. Last year was record breaking. So that's favorable. The last thing is the Bermuda High is setting up in the Western Atlantic, it looks like. If it sets up closer to Europe, out there in the Eastern Atlantic, it can pull a lot of those storms early hurricane season out into the open waters away from the U.S. coast or away from the Gulf. If it sets up, Bermuda High is a seasonal high that sets up over the middle of the northern Atlantic, and it steers hurricanes up and away from the U.S. or right into the U.S. 2004 to 2007, the Bermuda High was just stacked on the west coast or on the east coast of. It was steering everything into us with an Enzo neutral to La Nina type Enzo cycle, which is what it looks like we might have this year. So fill up with the membership on YouTube. Phil, seriously, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. I appreciate the support, guys. But yeah, Bermuda High looks like it's going to set up closer to the U.S. this year. We're going to be in Enzo neutral, pretty warm water. So if anyone who there should be no, but it's random. It's still, you still need a low to be in a favorable environment. You can get some weird shear moving into an area where a storm would have formed. You can get lucky and have a great hurricane season setup and have a flop. Last year was a complete flop in the beginning of the season, and then it really kicked up at the end. There was reasons for that. We had some drier out in the eastern Atlantic. It was a little above average shear out there. This year, it's impossible to look at it and say it's going to be average or below average. We have the conditions for an above average hurricane season. So that's what I'm betting on, and it's an extremely educated guess, but it's capital educated guess, because we have a very, very favorable setup for hurricanes, landfalling hurricanes. But we've had favorable setups in the past that have been complete duds, and that would be fantastic. At the end of the day, this is predicting the future with data, you know. Papa, what's going on, my son? You in the back? You in the back? Mezzo, you in the back? Do you need something? You in the back? Back there? Hope Thursday is overhyped. Yeah, listen, if it's overhyped, it's not me overhyping it. I will say it's uptrended. It's uptrended, but I'm waiting. I will, on my stream tomorrow, I'll give you my opinions on it. Give me the Rufus and Nam model Thursday evening, and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You're in the bathroom. Nice. Everyone, Mesomat is taking a poop. Wish him luck. Oh, no. I swear Matt lives in that bathroom. You got this, Mezzo. You've got this, Mezzo. You've got this. Oh, my God. Manifesting. Thanks, Matt. That's funny. What the heck? What? Why? Come on, you can push it through. Future encounter. You didn't have to do that, Matt. Thank you. Thanks, dude. We need to have a talk tomorrow or Tuesday. We need to have a catch up and a talk. I've had family here for the last couple of weeks because of the baby. But gotta get back into my normal schedule. I'm manifesting my poo into the future. Thanks, Matt. Guys, go follow Mesomat, M-E-S-O-M-A-T-T. That's my boy. Brother from another mother, as we say. Yeah, he's great. He live covers all this stuff. Dude's a genius. He knows what he's talking about. Manders, I appreciate you. He's kind of crazy, but he's a genius. Who is winning game 5? I mean, obviously the Panthers. I'm putting 200 on it. I'm putting I'm just going to put what Matt just sent me on it. I'm just going to take the gifts and I'm going to put on the Panthers. And if I win, I'll give him the winnings back and it'll be a win-win. Dead honest. There we go. That's how you get a win-win. Can you play the loop on the radar? Sorry, yeah. This is our 18Z. Who do I think is going to win the Stanley Cup? I mean, let's be honest, guys. I know I'm biased. I'm biased because I'm a Panthers fan. Let's be honest. Line for line, there's no better team than... Like, in a 7-game series, do you really think there's a harder team to beat than the Panthers? Like, let's be honest. Yeah, we went on a losing streak at the end of the season because we had Kachuk out and we had like 3 other people injured we have literally a full non-injured team. Pretty much the same team that won the Stanley Cup last year. Did you see the game today? What did the Panthers have? 35 shots on goal and the Leafs had 20. The Panthers had like 40 hits. The Leafs had like 22. And the Leafs are a good team. And their goalie was a freaking brick wall. He let in 2 goals, but that's only because he took so many shots. Dallas does look good. Dallas makes me a little bit nervous. Dallas does look good. I agree. And I know, yeehaw, ride him, cowboy. Thanks, Manders. Dallas does look good. But if you're a Dallas fan, does anyone want to play the Panthers in the playoffs? I mean, we've been to the Stanley Cup two straight seasons. And we're 2 wins away from going back to the conference championship game for the 3rd season in a row. Like, if I'm a Dallas fan, I still don't want to play the Panthers. But you're right. Dallas looks really good, and they'd give us a run for our money, I think. Yeah. I'll answer that now. Yeah, Dallas does look really good. Sin, what's your question? Real question: does anyone really want to play for the Dallas Stars? Ugh, I think the Dallas, like, the colors are so bad. I don't like Dallas needs to get some new colors. I don't like their shade of green. They also stole it was didn't they steal that name from Minnesota? Rain in Minnesota. As we get into Thursday, a lot of rain in Minnesota. Thursday and Friday, yes. Thursday we could see a severe threat central, southern Minnesota as well. Matty Love, what's going on? Hurricanes have been doing some work too, though. I don't know. Haven't they put up like 8 or 9 goals in the last 2 games? I mean, nothing crazy, but didn't they just have a shutout? Yeah, well, the Lakers stole the Minnesota basketball team name, and it's because Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. There's no lakes in LA, so that was weird. And then Dallas stole the North Star, the Stars, and Minnesota's the North Star state. So their names made sense for Minnesota, not for other states, but everyone just steals their names. Wolfson 5. I wouldn't mind that. What parts of Wisconsin are most at risk for severe weather Thursday? Let's take a look at a couple things. We'll take a look at SBC, CSU real quick, and then I'll give you my opinion. Central to Southern on the SBC, Central to Southern, really, but all of Wisconsin, CSU. Actually, we don't have short range models, so it's gonna be hard for me to tell you. I'm gonna have to look at our Euro basically. Let's look at our Cape. You can see why they're... Yeah, the greatest instability is Central to Southern Wisconsin, but not looking too bad up here. Let's take a little read in up here. I got 18 days till vacation that I'm sending all my peeps to you. I just booked a vacation for me and my wife, Matt, but it's not until June, 2nd week of June. But yeah. Send them to me. I will make sure during your vacation I have a little bit more time to do my live streams. I'll time it up. Confused, Blonde, and Maddie Love. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Wait, 18 days. Ooh, end of May. That could be a spicy timing. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I just need to take a 1-day trip out there and celebrate your birthday with you. We need to talk about that. Matt, we need to do something. I need to come out there for like a day, or you need to come out here for like a day or two. Either or, I'm telling you. That would be so funny. We just get on stream one day and it's both of us right here. That would be so trippy. You're doing a party there on the 8th? Okay, let's see. We'll talk about it. I really want to do that. Be ready for my vid on Thursday featuring Reed Timmer. Wait, really? No, that would actually be really cool. Houston is going to get an expansion team. Wait, what did I miss this from? Oh, an expansion team. Oh, I see what you're saying. Wait, NBA or hockey? Anything for Connecticut? You know, there's something far out that we're going to be watching for Connecticut, but not in the short term. Do have a little instability up there as we get into Saturday. I'm not looking too crazy. On the GFS, oh, we're getting the 0Z. On the GFS, we've got a very interesting look for the Northeast next week. Where is it? Was it the 18Z GFS, or was it? No, which model run was it? Oh, maybe it was the 12Z Euro. Yeah, I mean, this right here next Wednesday could be very interesting for New England, so that's something to watch. Oh, it's a joke because I'm probably going to be in... Oh! Sorry, Coco. I wasn't picking up what you were putting down at first. Sub should be invited. Tampa tonight or tomorrow. A little bit of a tornado risk tonight and into tomorrow for Tampa. A little bit of a tour risk. Let's take a look at our HRRR real quick. We can break that down a little bit more. Let's go into our 2. We can go to our 2Z. 2Z. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So here we go. Not really seeing any supercells in the HRRR, but you can see we have a real nice low level flow continuing to push across the state. There's going to be decent shear and rotation in some of these cells here. Let's go. Let me go back to the 00Z so I can see a little farther. Let's look at our MPass. It's a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms over Florida tomorrow. We could get some surprise spin ups for sure. Let's look at the NAM 3K. That's a lot of rainfall. I really don't like how this banding looks either. So this would be around 2 p.m. This is Monday. Yeah, this is tomorrow. 2 p.m. Monday. 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. You've got some decent. There's probably going to be rotation along these. What's going on, Jared? How's Tulsa, Oklahoma looking? Let's go back out. I do got to get off here in a little bit. Get some shut-eye. Let's take a look. Here's, the Wednesday threat's interesting. There's a ton of capping down here, but right now, CSU has the concern up here to the north. I'm looking more at Kansas. I keep seeing Kansas as a potential overperformer on Wednesday. I don't know if we get severe weather down into Oklahoma. I don't think most models have cells in it like straw or really any thunderstorms initiating down there. But I do think Wednesday is a time frame we have to watch down there in Oklahoma. And then this is when stuff gets really concerning. Sunday night into Monday morning. So let's call it Sunday into Monday. This upcoming Sunday into Monday. That could be a real significant severe weather outbreak for the Oklahoma region. So we'll pay attention to that at the end of this weekend. Or as we get into the weekend, we'll have to watch that on the short range. On the short range models. Same with clean Texas. This could involve Texas as well easily. Right here. Look at that. Get off my state, sir. Wait. Come on. Do something. Come on, Oklahoma. What does this mean for Nashville, Tennessee? Oh, I can extend his stick. There you go. Do you feel included, Nashville, Tennessee? Come on, Oklahoma. It's coming, guys. It's coming. You're in the pink and purple. Are you up here? Are you up here? You're over here? Listen. Pink and purple moving this way, it doesn't scare me. Pink and purple moving this way. This way. This way. And this way. Just up in this general vicinity. Up. You know what I mean? Southerly, southeasterly flow doesn't bother me that much. Northerly flow does. Westerly flows guaranteed. Waiting on some storms here in Tulsa. Yeah, you'll get them. We'll see about Wednesday. If Wednesday doesn't fire up, we're really looking ahead to Sunday and Monday for Tornado Alley, Great Plains region, including the Southern Plains for a potential big outbreak. Potential. Nothing's for sure right now, but we're seeing it in the models. We're seeing some agreement. Why must you poke Oklahoma? I know. You know what they say. What is it like? Well, no, you don't know what they say, I guess. What is it? Don't poke the sleeping giant or something like that? Don't wake up Oklahoma. No one wants to wake up Oklahoma in May. That's for sure. The last time he poked Oklahoma, we had excessive flooding. Oh, no. I'm in Nashville. I have storm anxiety. Please explain. Well, this is an interesting look Thursday for you. Thursday and Friday. So you're good for the start, middle of this week. Thursday and Friday. This is your Friday outlook from CSU. SBC doesn't have anything labeled here yet. This is a slight risk that includes Nashville. I think SBC will place this, though. I think SBC will place this slight. Not exactly like CSU, but we'll place this slight tomorrow for the day 5. And the day 5 tonight will obviously move to the day 4. So it's hard to tell exactly what's going to happen before you get into your short range models. Tuesday, we'll have some pretty good data on this Friday threat for Tennessee. Tuesday. Use well, Santi. Does being so close to a radar make it hard to get accurate forecasts? Yeah, you get radar distortion if you're like right next to a radar. You do. It's pretty dumb. Yeah, Carolina Alley is... Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like up there. Raleigh region. And then Hoosiers up here. Dixie. Tornado. Alley. Dixie's actually technically kind of like this. But Dixie Alley has seen a lot more severe storms than Tornado Alley in recent years, but the strongest tornadoes still tend to favor Tornado Alley. Dixie is your aunt's dog's name. Strong name. Tornado Alley looks crazy next week, though. We're going to have to watch it. I got to go to bed. I appreciate all of you. I'll be posting again tomorrow. We're going to have our short range models fully loaded through, looking much better for Wednesday and Thursday. So at least we'll be able to give a solid, take a solid look at Thursday and stop playing around with global models that don't completely agree with each other. So that'll be good. He's interested to see if Sunday, Monday, uptrend or downtrend. That's the most significant looking severe weather that we have moving ahead of us. But yeah, that's what's going on. If you guys do want to join my Discord, it's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Daily updates every single day. Here it is. Here it is. We've got live SBC, NHG, WPC, Mesoscale, and NWS key messages, all tornado alerts, severe weather alerts, all the good stuff, the chats, the everything weather we got it here on here. So we're building that community. It's pretty fun. So that's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. But yeah, I'm usually up in the morning updating that every single day, and I'll make an announcement on there that's talking about the severe weather threat we have every day. So I usually get up in the morning, assess everything, and then I talk about it in my Discord every morning. So, and then I make a video, and then I live stream at night. So for anyone who's new here, I appreciate the follows. Any new followers, I appreciate anyone who gifted, anyone who's been in here. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys had a good Mother's Day. And to you guys that have to go back to work tomorrow, you shouldn't have stayed up this late. Bad decision. I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. Climate crew, love you guys. Thanks for tagging that B. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be updating hopefully the Discord pretty early, and yeah, seeing what's going on Wednesday and Thursday especially. I mean, we'll see what's happening Friday and Saturday too. I might mention that in the video because that could affect a lot of people out to the south and east as well. So, all right, you guys are awesome. Later.